So here's a quick update of the Bolens diesel rat tractor. Haven't really done anything to it other than drag it out and put another motor mount on the front, because having the front end of the engine flopping around wasn't a good thing. But still doesn't have any brakes. So here it is, the Bolens rat tractor. I drove it up the hill to my shooting area and drove it around on the road for a little bit first. Did a little bit of high gear action, which it actually wants to lift the front wheels in high gear. The ratio with that little pulley is pretty good. I've got a smaller pulley, about a 2-inch. This one is a 4.5 or 5-inch, and I was thinking about putting the 2-inch on it, but actually this works out pretty well once I've tried it on some little bit safer terrain. It doesn't do well on the hill. None of the brakes work on this thing. It's got a brake. See, there's the mechanism. And this little part right here that you see moving has should have a shoe on it. The shoe is gone, and it presses against the main shaft of the transmission. And then this piece is a strap brake that's on the output shaft from the engine. And up here is a disc type clutch. It's a pretty good setup, but the problem is that since this brake doesn't work at all, it's not doing anything, so it can't stop the shaft, and it needs to stop the shaft to help to synchronize the transmission. So it's pretty difficult to get it in gear, although I've discovered that I can start from neutral and put it in high gear and then go from there to low gear. But in a really tight hilly situation with lots of stuff to run into, that's pretty dangerous. And but up here I've got a little more space, and I think even cruising around in the woods up there, it'll be better than what I had down at the bottom of the hill. So, you know, I briefly considered leaving it down there, which I had left it down there for a long time now and done nothing with it. And I briefly considered leaving it down there until I can work on the brakes. But I decided, no, if I have it up here, I can actually drive it around a little bit. So, you know, not having brakes is not as big of a deal, because it actually stops when I push in the clutch, and that's because the transaxle on these things is a worm gear drive, and which is how it gets its good low ratio. And one of the great things about a worm gear drive is that it can't be reverse driven. So that means that when I push in the clutch, it stops, even without brakes. So that works in my favor. So anyway, I really need to put some better tires on it. Man, those are pretty rotten. Look at that. That's insane. Really doesn't have any air in it either. Really won't hold air. 612. I've got some 12-inch car tires down there, a couple of them. I bet you that would work. Of course, what I really want is to put some ATV tires on it. But there it is, the rat tractor.